Welcome to the Frequently Asked Questions podcast with Fuzzy and Quincy. Subscribe anywhere you listen to podcasts. FAQ podcast. FAQ. It's not FAQ. It's FAQ podcast.
Fuzzy. If you search it, Fuzzy and Quincy on YouTube, all the DSPs. Subscribe, follow. Tell a friend.
Do say, if you'd like to advertise, email us at fuzzyandq@gmail.com.
Paper planes. He wear a large. I wear a double X.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Rock Nation Brunch. If you would like to subscribe or advertise, fuzzyandq@gmail.com.
Fenty. We know girls that wear, our ladies wear Fenty.
Yes.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. Gold Couch Standard.
Gold Couch, yes.
If you would like to subscribe and advertise, fuzzyandq@gmail.com.
If you want to go to Delilah's.
Delilah's? You be going to
Delilah's?
Delilah's?
If you want to go to Delilah's.
Yeah, or 40/40 Club.
40/40 Club.
40/40 Club.
Wow.
If you
Emory. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, Emory can answer 7 of those requests.
Really? Puma, if you would like. No, okay. 8. Okay. Weed.
Emory.
9.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they do got the weed.
Yeah.
Monogram is called. Come on.
Marathon store coming to Melrose.
Emory.
10. I know.
AKA
Photographers that are trying
Khaled.
DJ. All right, listen.
Yeah, that's
we
not
have this guy that we're honored to have here. He's a man of his word. We've known him for a long time. He started in street team. He's from the Bronx.
Yes, he's a New Yorker.
He's a Puerto
That's
Rican.
right. I saw the way hip hop was created.
He's black though.
He's Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah.
His mom's Puerto Rican, but he's
It's always
black.
assumed that I'm.
Yeah.
I mean,
his mom.
Speak Spanish?
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
was
black
born.
then. He's
His
black.
mom was
He
like,
don't
"Yo,
speak
she
Spanish
was about
all
to
the way.
have birth." She was like, "I gotta go back to Puerto Rico."
Oh, wow.
Just to make sure that.
How do you know that?
Hello, Nardwar. Yeah, I'm
Frequently asked questions.
Yeah,
My
but
bad.
listen,
Yeah.
we have the Lenny S. Right here. Let's give it up for Lenny S. Lenny Santiago right here. The man of many marketing, mystery, mayhem.
A&R.
We should call it that.
Marketing mayhem.
Mystery. Lenny
Triple M.
S.
He's a triple threat.
Oh,
Thank you for stopping by, man.
No, thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of the show. I always watch, and I'm honored.
Thank
This
you.
is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Yo, stop, guys.
Yeah.
No, for real.
You guys had the biggest on here. This is like, I think they had somebody like really huge this week, and then they had to reschedule. And they was like, yo, let's just see if Lenny could do this. So that we could just, you know what I'm saying? Fill in the slot.
You two have a certain entryway to hip hop.
Street promotions.
Street
probably.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's around the same time, too,
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Right? So you were like, because a lot, I don't know. I think now a lot of people, because of the internet, they feel like, okay, I can be on a private jet like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? They could just come in the game and like take a couple pictures and like we working. I can get on the gold couch. I see a lot. Hold on. Time out. We're going to get to this. But that gold couch, like people get on the gold couch and be like, the captions are ridiculous.
Wait, you got that East Coast and West Coast office, huh?
Nah, I tried in the West Coast, and Jay Brown hated on me.
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
I heard it was being.
I was going to do. Actually, I was going to do all Nipsey Blue, like everything, just like the gold office is. But I was going to do Nipsey Blue.
Yeah. We got to get
Jay
into
Brown?
that.
We got to call Jay Brown. Like,
Yeah, you know Jay Brown.
Yeah, we got to get into that. But street promotions, you started in street promotions in the 90s with Bad Boy.
Correct.
Oh, you started out with Bad Boy.
Yeah. Started with Bad Boy because of my good friend and mentor and just real one, Super Mario. So Super Mario, I always wanted to be in the music business. So I did anything I could, meaning I went anywhere. If there was a Aaliyah, in store, I was there. If Nas is going to be going at this, I was there. If there was a video that I heard about, I was there. I just went so that I could be in the mix, hopefully meet people, hopefully connect with people, which we then learned was networking or whatever. But I didn't know any of this at the time.
Yeah.
I'm fresh out of high school. Even during high school, that was my main focus. Go anywhere hip-hop is at so that I could meet people,
there.
see people, and they could get familiar with my face. And that's what happened with Mario. Mario would see me out a lot of events, and I was doing a little bit of promotion for like my friends. Okay. So thank God from my area, I have friends who are in the music business, the Legion and Showbiz and AG.
It's all payday
and,
stuff.
And Drez from Black Sheep.
Yeah.
So Drez lived in the Bronx for a while.
Okay.
So these are all my guys. So now I just used to promote for them, but not through a label.
This homie.
This is homies.
Yeah.
My man worked in the mail room, my man Bert. And so we just made copies. He had like sticker copies. We make 2,000-3,000. So a label would be like, where's this product coming from? Where we would just take the same image, same file, put it on, and print it out, and then so that's how I started.
But also, street promotions was a great entry point for us to get into the clubs for free.
Bing bong.
That's it.
No,
because we had vinyl. We had we had free whatever tapes,
free product,
hats, whatever.
Yeah,
stickers. Oh, yo, you gonna pass out some? Yeah, here we go. And see the DJ. So that's how I built my relationship.
Exactly. Even if you just said like, yo, I just got to give this to the DJ. I just got to give this to the DJ. That's it. I'm in and out.
Catching the vibe.
Go in and then just.
Yeah. So what year is this?
This is 95. 94, 95. Yeah, is when Mario discovered, like, I would say discovered, found us, discovered us, and was like, yo, he told me, he was like, I'm about to get a job, possibly with Puff, with Bad Boy. If I do, I need you on my team. Because he saw us everywhere. I was everywhere, but I wasn't connected to nobody, no label, no production company, nothing. So he kept his word. He got the job with Puff, and then he gave me a call, was like, yo, I got it, we on. So I was working in a lighting company in Jersey. Every day not bragging, but kind of like, yo, I'm on the music business. So when I got that call, I was like,
I'm out.
Boom. Fuck because niggas doubted. I was like, fuck everybody.
But for clarity, Bad Boy was doing it at a different level of promotions. Remember they had the Big Mac, Craig Mac.
Oh yeah.
No. It was next level.
It was next level promotion. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So that kind of thing, just to close up on that story, backfired. It wasn't a job. It was really just street team. I was, and I didn't have, it was no job. So I quit my job. I jumped out the window so fast. But now I had no choice, and it was good for me because it was like, now I got to do it. Now I got to, I ain't got no choice. Yeah, so I went hard.
All right, so Jay sees you, or you see him.
Yeah.
Right, because.
I do that for a year.
Yeah.
And a year and a half. And then I'm not going to lie, I felt out of place only because Bad Boy was on fire. And I've said this, told us a few times, but like it just was at a point where it didn't need me. It was a pleasure and honor working there. I felt amazing, but there was a team there of, June and Harv and just a lot of people that were there that built that company so far. And I just was lucky enough to become a part of it at that time, but I didn't feel like I really built it. So then I left when I heard about Rockefeller Records starting, and I left to go try to get a job there.
So then
I just quit.
So that's when you said, in my lifetime is when I did it at Payday.
Okay.
And I left Payday to come back to the West for Warner Brothers. But I did, we put out that single, and I tell the story that I was so green, Patrick Moxie gave me $100 to pay for drinks for Dame and Jay-Z and everybody. We went out to do a show. And I'm like, I got $100. I'm about to, I don't drink, so I'm thinking I'm about to. So I go to the bar. I say, hey, dang, on me, whatever. He said, you buying bottles?
Yeah.
I said, what you mean? I said, I'm buying drinks. He said, no, we do bottles. I said, well. He said, no, keep that $100. He said, keep. I'm like, I kept it too. Yeah. But that's when I was like, oh, they're on it.
It's a different level.
But it's funny because just that foresight is almost like you can take that in any industry, right? That's kind of like a tech. Like if you work for Google and you're like, this is already established, I can go and mess with Uber.
Yeah, start my own app or go elsewhere. That was just something that started out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess Jay put you on sort of
like a trial based period. I went over there thinking that I went over there thinking I was good. Coming from Bad Boy and kind of like killing it over there. And Jay and Dame kind of knew my face already from being out and about. So I thought, this is going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? And it backfired again because it was more like, oh, nah, we don't. You're a Bad Boy. Like, nah, we want new people. We want Rockefellers. We want brand new, fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, no. I was like, I quit. Like, I quit to come here. Like, because this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, nah, we're good. Like, we want to find new people. So,
because they associated with Bad Boy.
That's it. Yeah. When they saw me for the last year, you got to remember, every club, I was everywhere. So, and I was a Jay fan. So I'd be at the front if he was doing the show, or if he was doing something with Big Daddy Kane, or whatever was going on at that time, I was there. So that's what he associated me with. So he deaded me, and then I just proved myself for the next few months. I showed up everywhere he was at. I got product from my man Ray Ray, who was there, who did radio at the time. Ray Ray would give me product, tell me where they was going to be, and I would just show up everywhere until like they was like, all right, fine, we get it. You in.
Got it.
Yeah. And that's when I got in officially.
So you've been there from the giddy up.
96. So now.
And you've been taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like I saw, it was something I saw. It was like Benzes, Rockefeller Benzes, and you had pictures of it. You got pictures of Missy, and I'm like, it's only two people I know in like that before Instagram, before social media is taking pictures is Charlie Mack.
Oh yeah,
and you.
Yeah.
Right? And
absolutely.
So what was the
what made you, because it wasn't cool to take pictures in the 90s.
Yeah. I thought it was odd, and I thought it was I thought it didn't make any sense that nobody was capturing those moments. No lie. I didn't think anything of a book later on in life. I didn't think this was going to be something in 20. I didn't think any of that. I'm not going to act like I had that much foresight.
Yeah.
I really just didn't understand Jay's, talking to DMX while Kevin Lyles is giving them advice while, Young Guru is sitting right there in the chair. Like, that was a moment to me. This is Kevin Lyles. This is the guy behind this and that. You know what I'm saying? This is DMX and this is so all those moments every day, I was just like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like I just would click away, and I just thought of it as like I'll just have it in case Jay needs it, in case we need it.
Really?
Swear to God.
What kind of camera were you using back then?
Like a Canon, whatever, like a SLR or whatever was simple at the time, or autofocus. Nothing crazy. I didn't know lighting. I still don't. I don't know how to take pictures, bro. People think that I'm a photographer.
Yeah, but
I'm obviously not. But
your Kodak lens on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm at the right place at the right time with a decent camera. If you have those three things, I don't really have.
But I never see you with a camera around your neck, which is funny. I'm like, how did he take all these pictures?
And also the misconception is like, again, photographer, not a photographer, right? Do it as a hobby. It's just my friends, but it's just
you're in the right room at the right time.
I have some celebrity friends, but I wouldn't be somewhere and take pictures of celebrities or people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what and that's fine too. Of course. But I'm saying like I don't do that, so I don't. You know what I mean? Like that's not my thing. I don't just like see people like, oh, they're dope or they're important. It's people I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just
and they're comfortable. Your circle.
That's all. You're talking about 25 years that I've been around. So even if you know me or don't know me, or even if you know of me, it's like you kind of know if Jay's comfortable, if this person's comfortable, or Swiss, or if Nas, or if whomever is comfortable with me taking a picture. That makes the other people kind of comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, first time I meet Migos, I don't know them. You know what I mean? But if I'm with Khaled or I'm with Jay and then they're talking and obviously nobody's saying nothing, you can kind of catch on.
Read the
must
room.
be all right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to a producer, and he was like, "Yeah, I got to get my Instagram up." I was talking to Fab and Lenny S, and he was telling me how to like craft it. And then at that time, this was a couple years ago, I started paying more attention to how you curate pictures on social media, and Fab is like everything. It's not. There's nothing by mistake. Like Fab, his whole thing looks like a magazine cover. Like he's out with the kids. He's like
starts
captions. I'm like, how's he do? Like so, you're very thoughtful.
Yeah. Somewhat calculated, right? I post what I really love. I post my friends. I post moments. I post things. I'm still a fan, right? I post pictures that I think people want to see as me being myself. If I was following Fuzz, or I'm following Q, you know what I mean? Like, and I see y'all post certain stuff. I'm like, oh wow, that's super dope. Like, I wonder what they were talking about. I wonder what they was doing that day. So that's how I look at it. I look at it from the perspective of the person who really can't get in this room or can't get in this situation.
I never look at it like that.
Yeah, that's how I put that. That's why I do it. That's why I do the long captions and I tell you what was going on, because it's like people, all that mysterious, if you know, like that's all cool. But I'm saying like there's millions of people who want to know what is going on. You don't have to divulge everything, but just at least a little bit of information of who this person is, what they do, and you know me, I like to highlight people that are not celebrities. I like to highlight the people who are behind the scenes, who are doing their thing, who are making these things happen for the people who are in the limelight and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Yeah.
I'm just highlighting. That's what I'm doing.
You're highlighting.
You know me. I'm not trying to.
You're not.
The jet. I don't care about any of that.
Yeah. No. And it's funny that I was telling somebody that I said I forget to post or forget to capture a moment when I'm in a room or something. I'm like, a lot of times I just take it for granted. I'm just like, I don't want to bug nobody.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I should be promoting.
Yeah. Like we were in the room last night. I'm like, keep flicking, Fuzz. What do you get?
I have my Leica out and I'll just.
By the way, Leica. Ooh.
It's a point and shoot though.
Still.
Yeah, it's still nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
I don't know. But that's the whole.
So how many are we going to get a? I mean, I don't know.
Table
You've been
book?
asked this. Yeah.
Yeah, coffee table book. Yeah, coming. Random House Publishing. It's actually through Jay's publishing company called Rock Literature 101, which is through Random House. So become hopefully end of year, top of next year. I'm a little delayed. I've been a little behind.
Yeah. Is there a lot of rights to the? You got to get signed off on images or?
No, I took the pictures.
You took the picture.
I own them. Yeah. Out of respect for certain people who you want to make sure. I'll just make sure that they good with the picture. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part,
it's not a problem.
I've been trusted for 20. I'm not gonna. Yeah. I'm not no paparazzi photographer. No disrespect, but who's just like flicking 100 pictures and putting anything up with you blinking or you looking awkward. I'm trying to put out, you know what I'm saying, things that make sense. I'm putting out magic. I'm putting out beautiful moments. And if I don't think, and like I said, I'm a fan. So if I'm looking at it like, oh my God. The same way I would look at a picture of Ali talking to Sam Cooke or Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? When I'm like, oh my God, like these guys were in a diner in Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
You're still a fan. You kept 100%.
that. And I respect the artist.
What's your favorite moment that you captured?
There's two. One is a picture of Jay, Rihanna, and Kanye, which, again, three of my favorite artists, all rock, biggest in the game, and they did a video. What was the video? I'm sorry.
Run This Down?
Run This Down. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did a song, Run This Down, did a video. I was the only person on set taking photos, and I got them in this tunnel, just them three. I mean, looking like the most powerful, dopest people in the world. And it's actually my first photo that ever went viral. Didn't even know what viral was at the time. Yeah. It was on NBC, CNN, ABC, BET, MTV. It was the picture went everywhere. So that's one. And then the other one is God bless my brother Nip. You know what I'm saying? The picture before he passed in the blue, all blue.
Oh, wow.
In front of
that went viral.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Is there a picture that you missed, like you regret, like, damn, I didn't have the...
I should have took this.
Yeah. One time Jay was playing ball with Jordan, and Jordan, he was on some no picture shit, what I mean, which is respect, And again, I read the room. If it's a person that we don't really know like that, I didn't know him at the time, still don't know him, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was no familiarity of oh, what up, MJ? Like it was kind of Jay first time messing with him, and they were playing ball in the gym and went to lunch and all that, and there was some great moments, but it wasn't the vibe, and.
But if it was the vibe, you would have caught a fire one.
What? I don't even care if it was blurry and they tripped.
It would have been something.
Jay playing MJ?
Goats.
In the court?
You could have called it Goats.
Oh, my God. So I regret that, man. Big time.
That's a moment, though. That's dope. I get that. And what's one of my favorite moments I got was Dr. Dre mixing at the board. Oh. And that picture went viral because he posted after he was talking about it, his surgery. Mm-hmm. And I hit him the next day. This is how naive I was. I was like, yo, Dre, man, that picture went viral. He said, yeah, man. I said, but I gave that picture to you. You didn't tag me. He goes, bro, I'm like, I just came out of surgery. I said, nah, bro, you didn't tag me. Yeah. Then I'm like, he said, I forgot who gave it to me. I had to call Jimmy Iovine for all right, man, I'll write you a pass, man. You
gotta let that go.
Gotta let that go.
What's the name of the book? Do we have a title?
Working title.
It's called that Slange.
No. The Office one is the gold standard because that's what the Office is called, the gold standard. The one so that's going to be the first two books is the gold standard, and then the other one. The other one is still the title. I'm still working on it. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Because once I get it, I'm gonna probably get a site and get a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't want to say it and I change the name. But that one will be the 25 years of behind the scenes.
That's dope.
Of just magical moments. That's that one. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Let's talk about the Gold Room. We just talked about it for a second. Anytime I go to the Rock Nation with I haven't been to the new Rock Nation.
It's some disgusting. It's a lot of men out there. You're disgusting. You go to this office. I don't know how you get in. You say we working. The project's coming. Me and Lenny. I'm like, you're disgusting.
And Lenny don't be there half the time.
Be there half the time. It's disgusting. It's a lot of. It's
really a photo op room. Office, really.
That's what I made it for.
Sorry.
So what made you go all the way out with gold and do people think when they come to your house it's the same vibe?
I think so. I've always been kind of a bit out there, right? So basically the real reason I got it, it was a new office and we have the glass walls or whatever.
Yeah, glass.
Because everybody does that. They want a kind of open feel and community feel or whatever. And I thought, I thought it sucked because you could look in every office and you could kind of see how good or how bad the office is. So if you got a dope office, of course it's great. But if you kind of got a shitty office or a regular couch and a regular garbage and a regular shit, it's just right? So I was like, what's going to make my shit pop so that when people walk by, it's like, oh, what's this? You know what I'm saying? Sort of like how you walk in the street and people window shop, or you see, certain things in the window of the store. You're like, oh, I gotta go inside this store. Yeah. So it's for that. So, long story short, I got this. I got the couch first. I saw the couch and I was like, "Oh, this
super
looks
shiny gold,
super gold. Looks
year?
like something that would be whenever we opened. I mean, not open, but the other Rock, because it was before the new office.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So anyway, I got the couch, brought it in. That was the first piece. Still didn't know what I was gonna do with the office, and Tata came by. I was like, "This looks so stupid. What is this stupid?"
Yeah, it sounds like Tata.
Right, and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "This is stupid. You're gonna embarrass this office." Right? So I was like, now I'm questioning myself. This is my brother. Yeah. I trust him. You know what I mean? But I'm like,
it's like they're going in.
Fuck, I don't know. So anyway, I don't trust him, and I'm like, fuck it. Let me just do what I do. I covered all the glass and like the paper, whatever, so I could be covered. I got all the different frames, gold vintage frames. Got the table. Got my TV covered in the gold frame. Just got everything like that. Made it, vibed it out, and it really I thought it was super dope. Took off the fucking paper, and then now people are walking by and they're looking in like, it's like a little, it's shock value. I don't actually care if you like it or hate it. I'm looking for shock. I'm looking for like, oh, damn. Wow, like this is aggressive, good or bad.
Yeah.
And then people started coming out, and Tata came by. I was like, that shit look all right.
He had to give it up.
In Tata's words, that means it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then little by little, people will come by, and Rihanna came by one day. It was like, oh shit, go. And she bigged it up, sat on there, took a picture, and then I was like, oh shit, yeah. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not gonna be posting like this couch on my page every day. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let me get it its own page. Because I see people with like pets that have like their page for their dog and shit like that. So I was like, I'm gonna get a page for the couch. And then I did it, and then it got verified. And that kind of went viral, and I just kept going. So the other flip side of it was also for like a social media moment. You know what I mean? In this day and age we live in, people are putting wings on walls so that you stop by, and they're putting quotes up in lights so that with a couch there so that you stop in. Just one of the good, social media moment that people could come and feel like.
Yeah, but now it's like it's not a functional office for you now, because it's like
it's always been like a lounge.
Yeah. Okay, so when you go to work in that office, where do you go work?
I go in there, but I do have to get out probably 15 times, 20 times a day. Like for people, because sports will come, title will come. You got to remember, everybody that's coming there is like, yo, where to go to the office? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People that are coming for other people, for other meetings, for other departments. And I can't be mad because I created it for this moment. So I can't be like, yo, I'm busy. You know what I mean? And I let anybody use it who used to use it. But it's definitely, people definitely come by. Whoever's there is like, can you take me by the gold office? You know what I'm saying? They go in, take their pick, and you know what I mean? Serves its purpose.
You're a marketing genius, man.
I'm not, and it's funny, I never did marketing, but it's just like,
you already know
I
the
think
vibe.
Us as who we are and people, we figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I wanted to figure it out. You know why I also created it? I remember the Def Jam days, and there was never anybody outside of a building more than Def Jam. No disrespect to other labels. I don't care if you were Sony, whatever other label, RCA, whatever, Def Jam, that people were, because it had all the subsidiary labels. It had all of the, obviously, a long run of people that you love, artists that you loved, and that you, and executives. And so, I remember I was there for over a decade, every day, tons of artists, tons of people, just play here. Can you listen to this? Can you take this? And I wanted rock to kind of have sort of a moment like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Obviously, you can't come up and anybody can't just come up and sit over and take a picture, but
if you're there,
aspiring to get there. And it happened because when I see people in the street, they be like, yo, Kodak, I'm gonna make it to that couch, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Or on social media, it's hundreds of people, monthly, like, yo, I'm gonna get to that couch one day, or I'm gonna make it to the, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I made it to be almost aspiring to get there. It's like, because I'm putting people on that I admire, that I respect, and that made something out of themselves. I don't care if you own a barbershop. I don't care if you're a director, a photographer, producer, have a podcast. You made something to yourself. I want to highlight you. I respect you. I admire you, and you inspire people. Let's go.
Did a furniture company throw you, like, whoever designed that couch, like?
The new one, the new one is mine. Well, it was Khaled at the time had a furniture deal, and then we made that one of the pieces, the line, It's just the deal had kind of like, it was a quick deal, but so that one is from that.
How do you manage right? Artists, and they have big needs, but you're a brand within yourself. And I know you don't feel like you're a brand, but you're a brand within yourself. So is it ever like a time like, oh, you got the Go Couch, and I'm trying to get that vibe, and like the tug of war between who you are and who they are and what you're doing with your job?
That's a great question.
It is. Yes,
it's a great question, and I've missed out. And I'm not making this about me in no way. I'm answering the question. For me, the artist comes first. For me, the client comes first. For me, Rock Nation comes first. For me, Jay, whom I don't care, whomever I work with comes first. So if that means me sacrificing, a deal for me or a spotlight on me or an opportunity for me, I have. I don't live with regrets. You know what I mean? I don't know if in 20 years I'm gonna look back and be like, maybe I shouldn't have, or maybe I should have taken this or taken that. But in the last 2 years, I've kind of taken a bit more accountability for that and making sure that I'm good. Because me being good makes sure my kids are good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sacrificing anybody I'm working with, but I'm just kind of like balancing a little more, because I'm not gonna lie, I've turned down like a sneaker deal because maybe I went in to get a sneaker deal for a client and they were like, hey, we don't want to do that, but we want to do yours. And then I felt like if I do this sneaker deal and I couldn't get it for them, one, how's that gonna make them feel? How's it gonna look? And again, there might be people out there that don't agree with that, and people have been like, Lenny, you stupid, how could you do that? But if I'm serving a purpose, and my purpose is here to serve artists and to serve the label and to serve my company, that's what I'm gonna do. Until the day I make that decision to be like, that's it, like that part is done. Now I'm gonna serve me, then I'll go there.
Yeah, man. I mean because I can only imagine the balance.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
I've been on red carpets, bro, and they'd be like, they'll get the thing, but they'd be like, Lenny, with you, and I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to walk this client down the carpet.
I'm working
and get them the. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, but we want to get you, and I'm just like, nah,
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, and it's tough to be. No, I don't want to say tough. It's a blessing to stand next to the W. As I'll take that from No ID. He always says that, stand next to the W.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you're probably next to one of the most influential rappers, most influential brands, and you manage some of the top artists that's out today in the culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the DJ Khaled relationship also. Like, are you A&R or manager? Like, what's that relationship?
Yeah, no, good question. I manage Khaled, through me and Jay actually managed Khaled, like Jay be helping out and all that. But yeah, I managed Khaled, and that came from our relationship, Khaled and I relationship, of 15 years prior. I met Khaled early on. I believed in Khaled early on. I always thought he was going to be what he is. Again, I didn't know this big. Same with Jay. I went with Rock because I thought Jay was going to be the biggest thing in the world. Again, I didn't know this big, but again, I had the foresight, and I just kind of like, I felt it in my heart. I felt it. I got chills when these guys did what they did. So seeing Khaled, be at the radio station, DJing, then at the club, breaking records, then at, producing a record in the studio, then putting all these artists on it, then putting the video together, then, it was like, how are you, Jermaine Dupri, Jay-Z, Irv Gotti, Dr. Dre, like, how are you all these people, you know what I mean? Because everybody has their thing, but, Dre's not doing all of those things. I mean, you don't even have to, but I'm just saying, and
he's really orchestrating a lot of things.
Yeah, it's everybody's doing their own thing. And it was like, I just saw that puff factor in Khaled that was early on. And then, we created the bond, and we always was friends, and I would always help him. I worked at Def Jam, so I would help clear the artists because I worked in the A&R department. And then I had Jay have my back, so I'd be like, Jay, this guy named Khaled, he's amazing, but he got 9 of our artists on there. Clear it though, because the records are fire. Like I always had his back. You know what I mean? To the point where people thought, yeah, money on the table from this guy. Like, what's going? But I was just, he was cultural. He was a cultural guy, and he was doing things outside of the building and outside of the, you know what I'm saying, of New York and just outside in the country that were making monumental, you know what I'm saying, waves. And I wanted to support that. And then so that turned into, I got him the label deal, We the Best Records at Def Jam, where he had Ace Hood and all that stuff. Yeah. And then from there, like I said, kept the bond. Khaled was actually supposed to be on Rock Nation.
Really?
Yeah, early on. But Rock was still getting started. Okay. And it was going to take maybe, 7, 8 months, 9 months, maybe a year. You know what I'm saying? And Khaled was ready to go. Yeah, he was ready to go. And Jay actually was like, do what you gotta do. We always gonna be, we good. Yeah. So we did a deal at Def Jam. That's what he did. We the best at Def Jam. And then, like I said, years later, he was like, yo, I really need like management. You know what I'm saying? And I trust you. I love you. Let's get this money.
That's dope.
So what do you enjoy more, A&R or management?
Management. A&R is amazing. I love it. But it's, again, I'm talking from a different perspective, different time in my life, different age in my life. I necessarily don't really want to be in the studio for 12 hours with 100.
Can you define the different roles that people don't know?
Yeah, so, I mean, A&R, obviously, artist and repertoire. And A&R is the person, responsible for putting an album together with an artist together, almost like, like a co-star, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's looking for features, whether it's looking for producers, new writers, handling the administrative part, clearing samples, just making sure you are the driving force for that artist so that all they can do is create. All they can do is, you want them to do is create and be in that good open free space while you're handling all of the legwork.
Got it.
All right, you guys know that. And then the manager is somebody who does that, but for every aspect of your life and career. You know what I mean? So it's, when investments, album stuff, making sure their rollout is good, making sure they're getting new deals, making sure you're seeking out opportunities. There's some managers who just let the phone ring and just taking those calls of just those opportunities coming to them and not saying, man, my artist, always wears Jordans. I'm going to reach out to Jordan and see if I can, my artist always wears, or drinks this wine. I'm going to reach out to this wine company. So it's not only, taking
proactive,
care of, you got to be proactive and reach out and get, create opportunities and create income that's not there.
What was the last album you A&R from head to, from top to bottom?
Probably Khaled. I don't A&R anymore, but, if somebody needs help that I'm close to, which would only probably be Khaled or Jay, or you know what I'm saying? And Jay is Jay. I mean, But yeah, that's the only, because I don't have the desire.
Yeah, but your name gets shout out. Jay shouts you out quite often.
It's my brother.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even with Jay, right? I want to say this, right? Like, you look at what you guys been doing since 95, 96. It's how do y'all keep sticking together, right? You, Guru, Tata, like, what is that if somebody's out there looking like, yo, we're trying to build this company and we're trying to stand the test of time, like, what makes you guys stick together?
Oh, man.
A lot of people don't do that, bro.
No, it doesn't.
A lot of people don't do that.
I know. Loyalty, man. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, all the guys you name are honorable, loyal, respectful. They're the men with dignity and with honor. Like, and, it's out there, but I guess it's rare, and I wouldn't even think of no other way. You know what I mean? Emery is how many years? Tata, how many years? Biha, how many? You know what I mean? Like, it's Guru. I found Guru through by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, Guru was working with this manager who managed engineers, and I was doing Bleak's album at the time, and the engineer that we normally use was sick or something. So his manager was like, I'm going to send my guy Guru. He's amazing. And I was like, because, you don't want a new person. You want to get used to them. And she was like, trust me. He was like, and he's super smart. He's like on the digital wave. And Guru came in and, by the way, killed the session, bodied it, got him again, bodied it. And he was the first one on Pro Tools. First one. Analog was that Guru was the first one on Pro Tools. And then me and Hip Hop went to Jay and was like, Jay, we've been using this guy who does Pro Tools, bro, like digital on the computer. And he was like,
that's like a big deal.
Let me try him. And he tried it, and Guru hasn't gone anywhere since.
Yeah, loyalty, man.
Loyalty. And
it's
Guru,
hard.
Stayed in.
A lot of us is like, ego can take over, or just like, no, okay, you getting shout out more than I'm getting shout out. But like, you look back, it's like, these are the same guys that have been around forever, so.
And I'm glad you said that, because you can't have that mentality, right? Point taken, like, I help put Guru in the situation, right? By the way, he deserves it. He's best engineer out there. I don't care, right? I probably know Jay, I can't even say more, but you know what I mean? Like, I have a very tight relationship with Jay, but Jay has shouted out Guru 80,000 times more than me. Not because of anything like liking one better.
But they're working.
They're working. He's in the booth, and there's a reason, right? There's never a time where I would ever feel like, well, I'm closer to Jay, or I know Jay more, or anything stupid like that.
Right.
It don't. None of us have that jealousy, weird ego. None of that. I don't. By the way, Jay can never shout me out. I'm gonna still be the same person and just as loyal and just as strong for do anything.
You know what photo I loved seeing you guys together was on the plane coming back from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it wasn't a flossy pick to me. It wasn't a flossy pick to me. It was more like we did it. We made it. Not he made it. We made it.
Yeah.
That's how I took it, bro.
Through our brother, but no. Yeah. But he feels like that's we made it.
It's
and
a team effort, bro. Everybody in that picture was I don't know who took the picture. Maybe the lady I was.
Hannah took it. Jay's executive assistant.
Yeah, but I'm like, that picture right there was gold, bro. Like, I would hang that picture.
But nobody wants to be Jay. It's like
none of us want to be each other. We all happy for each other. We all are ecstatic that when I hear that Jay's going to be in the Hall of Fame, I'm like,
what? Right.
I'm like, yo, the group chats are lighting up in happiness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what that was. Like, you see how you just kind of made that like, oh, we did the same. We're not at a point, or I'll speak for myself, and I could say that we all kind of feel like that. We're not at the point where like, yeah, what? We was going to get this. He's the best. He deserves it. It's still like, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe you're in the Hall of Fame and you haven't written down nothing in your life.
Wow.
You're in the Songwriters Hall and you haven't written a thing. So it's like when we take that and I'm like, yo, it's just like that. It's like, yo, we got to get this. I grabbed that.
You was holding it.
I grab it like I want it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how we feel though. And it's like, and even when the picture's taken, we look, it was like, oh, this is a mean one.
I'm gonna tell you what even
I'm
was
letting this go right now.
Yeah. Jay Brown with no shoes on with his socks exposed. I'm like, this is comfy. This is good. This is a different level.
Only thing was missing was Tata, man. He had one on another plane in New York. We went to LA.
Got it.
Yeah. And do you reflect, like when you're having these moments, do you reflect like, I remember being at the first album and promoting and having this?
What?
Do you reflect? Like, I'm sure everybody has a different reflecting point.
I cried at the Hall of Fame.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother. Like, we got in this. Nobody thought it was going to go this far. Nobody thought Jay was going to be that. Or they hated, the stories. He's told the story. They didn't give him that deal right away. And it's like, well, how could you not? My thing is like, how could you not see this? I don't understand that with people. And that's why artists, I guess, get frustrated at times and kind of want to like, treat people maybe a certain way after because like, yeah, you never believe that, magazine didn't want to put me on that. And it's like, you can't be like that because everybody's not going to see the vision. Yeah. But that's what makes you feel that way. So I do feel that way, but not in a malicious, mean way. I feel like that, like with the pictures, it's like, how could you not want to take this picture? So it's like that. Same thing is like, how could you not know Jay's going to do this? Yeah. Like, listen to what he's saying. Listen to how he's saying it. Yeah. Listen to his ideas.
Well, listen who he is.
What?
Yeah.
So that's
who y'all are.
Yeah.
Who y'all are. Yeah. I mean, because you
he's the guy. He's the guy.
But again, you can't do it by yourself.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You need a team. You need a team and that's another thing too. Just being in the industry, being from Philly, you never heard y'all talking bad. Like if you had, it was never. I've been around other people. Not gonna say names, and it's stuff has trickled down, and you're like, oh yeah, and it wasn't as solid as that.
Yeah,
So that's a
we got love in our heart, bro, and honestly, we're just not like that. Like it's tacky or it's cheesy to be. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. I mean, I speak for myself. I really don't be feeling that way. It's people that cross me, and I may not rock with them like that, but I'm not going. Yo,
you already know.
Person. I'm not. I don't.
Me and QDZ talked about that just recently, like. Oh, we see you. All right, cool.
Yeah,
blah.
Cool.
And you know what else I love? Speaking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame moment, another nod I had to give Jay props on was him shouting out Dame Dash, bro.
Of course.
And I'm like, of course. And people were shocked. I'm like, why would you guys be shocked? He was a part of that.
But it's growth too.
It was necessary.
It was necessary.
It was necessary. Bro. Dame did what he did. Jay did what he did. Biggs did what he did. The staff did what they did. Like all of these pieces were necessary. I love Dame's concept, man. Dame Dash, and probably all three of them obviously agreed to this. But I'm just saying because I would hear Dame was very vocal, so I would hear a lot. You wouldn't really hear Jay talk a lot or Biggs talk a lot, but like. You know when you're in a label, right, and you have a budget, and then you have that budget, and you have overhead, and the overhead is what pays for the staff, et cetera, et cetera. So let's just say you had $3 million, right? I saw other companies that would take that $3 million and split it between 6 people at what? 500 each, right? Yeah. So they balling, they good. That's a salary. 500 each, they living the life, which is great. Dame and Jay and Biggs, Dame would vocalize to be like, I'd rather give it to 50 people. I'd rather have 40 people on our staff that are getting this much. Like, yeah, we ain't rocking like they rocking, but now you're giving 30 more people an opportunity. Yeah. You're giving 30 more people a chance to make it. And a lot of these people did it, from G to hip hop to Shari, who's the president of Rock Nation, to Latrice, who just became like the big wig at Def Jam, to all these people that started with us that went on and are killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like killing it. Yeah. So I love that concept.
Talk about some legendary moments just in the studio. Like what's some of those songs that you knew you first heard it, you're like, oh, this is going to be ridiculous. This is going to go.
Man, so many, man. But when Pharrell did Give It To Me, yeah, man, it was wild because like we was finishing the Dynasty album and we had to turn it in, and we was on overdrive, just going. So me and hip hop A&R at the time. Obviously Jay was the artist, and we had 3 sessions going. So like I think Jay was in one session doing something, like finishing up a record. Hip hop was in another session, like mixing a record, and I was in the session with Pharrell. I love Pharrell's one of my favorite producers in the world, so I definitely was happy to be there. And he was working on that while everybody was elsewhere. So we were just, I think, on 2 A's at the time, and then he just started working on it. Then he went in there and he did that hook. And I was like, oh, my God. Give us,
You know it's going to be a monster.
Oh, my God. And I'm 2A'ing hip-hop and Jay like, you gotta come here. Like, this is, and, the single was going to be Parking Lot Pimpin'. That was the single.
Okay.
The single was already going. That was the single, Parking Lot Pimpin'. Cars were set up. Lior, Kevin Lyles, Julie, they had the cars. Video was paid for. Damn near had the car set up in L.A. Yeah. It was going to be a parking lot with all the dope lowriders.
Because that was that era. That was the era.
That was the parking lot era. And then when Jay and them came in the studio, hip hop came and everybody came, Jay heard it, lost his mind, went in there, did it in 15 minutes, 17 minutes. Something like crazy. And then he just started hitting up Lior and Kevin and everybody, and they came. He was like, yo, new single. And everybody's like, no, it's not. We're doing this video in like 2 or 3 days. And everybody came, and it was a party, and that record changed. I mean, look, it still plays.
Yeah.
It's a monster.
Yeah.
So stuff like that was like, to be in there and to watch each piece of it, to watch Pharrell start it and then watch him do the hook, and then to change the trajectory of the album. It changed everything. Mm-hmm. Parking Lot Pimpin' was dope, but we don't know if it was going to become this. And so, we
got to talk about Philly. We got it. I cannot not talk about Philadelphia.
Yo, Fuzz, let them talk about Philly.
It ain't nothing in Philly but the stairs and Philly cheesesteaks.
No. You're not going to do that. How can you talk about? And I got to get this in the
Made
clear.
In America too.
Can you talk about how important?
Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah.
Come on, Fuzz.
Philly they had a Rock Nation moment.
They had a Rock Nation moment.
They had a moment.
Whole time
Shout out
Rockefeller.
Shout out those guys. Yeah.
Shout out those guys.
Shout out to those guys.
Fuzz, you wild.
Memphis Bleak and see. No, it was Memphis Bleak and
we're not doing this.
No, that's it. Memphis Bleak.
I gotta go back there. We're not doing this.
The disrespect.
We have to list them. I'm gonna tell you who my favorite was out of those 3.
SP.
No, it was State Property. Benny
Siegel.
The Young Guns. Oskino and Sparks.
Yes. Okay.
Freeway. Petey Crack.
Freeway was my favorite.
Okay.
Freeway was my favorite.
No.
Okay.
Talk about how you have a
talk about State Property. Like how important that was.
State Property is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to see a movement, within another movement. You know what I'm saying? You saw No Limit, you saw Cash Money, you saw Bad Boy, you saw Death Row, you saw all phenomenal. And you saw Rockefeller, right? But for Rockefeller to be creating movements under movements, right?
Yeah, that was a big movement.
It's like what Wayne did with Drake and with Nicki. It's like what Ross did with, Meek and Wale and, on and on and on. But, like, that's not easy. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? It takes Ross years. It takes everybody years. And it's like, for us to have created that movement where these guys, they had clothing. Are you kidding me?
That had State
Property. They had State Property clothing that sold.
I had some.
Fuzz. It sold, though. It wasn't like they had sneakers. Dame was setting them up. The team was setting them up. And by the way, they were dope artists too. It wasn't like
No, you couldn't front.
they were layups that was like, oh, you just getting this because they worked for it. They earned it. So like watching that grow. Remember at the time that the whole Philly revelation, there was 8 trillion guys rapping like that.
Still.
So everybody had to like pick.
Still. Yeah.
Everybody had to like pick, Atlantic and Rock and everybody was picking their like, okay, I'll take. It was like a draft. It was like a Philadelphia draft.
Yeah. It was like a resurgence for sure.
And we took as much as we could.
Yeah.
And they were all phenomenal. They all had their own identity and they all had their own style. And I spent so much. I used to live in that Marriott I used to live in that Lowe's.
You used to come down to Philly a lot, huh?
No. I used to weeks and weeks at a time. Because if I wasn't working with Young Guns, I was working with Crack. If I wasn't working with Crack, I was working with Beans. If I wasn't with Beans, so I was always there. And then they were family. And then they but I got an interesting story about that too.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
What's please.
We love the stories.
I said it maybe once before, but there was a time where like, at the end of the regime of the whole thing when Rockefeller was sold and, and it all dispersed, we had to disperse everything that was on it, that was on the label, that was on. So that means everything was going away, state property, everything, which was normal, you know what I mean? Not like, we weren't dropping anything to drop. It was because there was no more Rockefeller. They were all on Rockefeller, so everything was being like a clear slate. And Def Jam was about to send a legal letter to like all their lawyers, like, yo, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're, taking away this label and it's going away and you're a free artist. Like you could do, whatever you have to do. And I just thought it was insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Us being family, us being all these years together, us putting in all this work together. I couldn't see a lawyer, like a Def Jam lawyer sending, being
without a personal touch, like you guys always been hand in hand with stuff.
So I asked Jay, I talked to Jay about it. And suggested that somebody go down there, and he suggested me, and I was like, of course, it was probably would only been me or Shaka, you know what I'm saying, Shaka Pilgrim, who were like the closest with them, just on some in and outside the music. So I was like, yeah, of course, I love to do it. These are my guys, these are my brothers. Yeah. And I went down to Philadelphia, which is a very normal thing. So everybody to meet me at the studio, and everybody came thinking probably, we're gonna talk about new budgets, new albums, and I was like, yeah, I explained the whole thing and I explained what it was. And I was like, yo, the flip side of this is great. We could all start over. If y'all need our help, we still here. Jay always supports you. I do. We here. We want to go get new deals. This whatever we got to do. Yeah. But there is no more.
How rough was that?
Right? And it was like quiet. You could hear a fucking pin drop. It was like, but I'm thinking, good.
You understand, though.
And, it's like, and Beans gets up. And he's like, you going to come down here? Gonna give us this fucking news? How we don't just fuck you up?
Yeah, wow, that backfired,
bro. Like
that backfired,
bro. That's
you want to get away.
By the way, I was dolo. Yeah, I was a 17. North Philly, South Philly, Southwest Philly. What? I was.
But your heart was good because you thought
my heart was good. I never, I'm not a scary person. I'm not gonna. But I mean, I'm not tough guy either. It's not like I was like, what? I got this. Like, I seen Beanie Siegel knock niggas out straight up. One punch. Down.
I've been there.
Bing bong. Like, so I'm like, I don't even know what to say. He's like, how you know you gonna leave here good? And I was like, look, man, we really felt like somebody should come down, and I thought we was family. Maybe I made a mistake, but that's what it is. And if it has to go that route, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, nigga, appreciate you. Like, and it was like love. And it was
like, this is the reaction I should have got for the video.
Nah, he was fucking around, and we all hugged. And, you know what I'm saying? We was like, yo, we figure it out, and we appreciate you. And it was all love.
Yeah, he was really the Broad Street bully.
Nah, he was
like,
really,
it wasn't funny.
He's always showing me love, so I have no issues.
You never lived in Philadelphia. No, shout out to Beans. I mean, at that time, it was just a wild time. It was a wild time. It was a young time. Mm-hmm. But man, coming down by yourself, man.
Yeah. I just never walked in fear.
I would send Shaka.
I get it.
Yeah, they love her. Send Shaka.
No, they love Shaka.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. So how hard was that for you? Just like the transition, the people asking you, like, oh my gosh, where you going? Who you going with? Like, what was that time for you as well?
Yeah, I just always stuck with Jay though. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
either way, I was good, and I always had my relationships are strong everywhere else. So I even went one time. Jay had when he like retired, and he was like out for real. He wasn't at no label. He wasn't nothing.
The Black Album.
And
much, right?
yeah, right before, yep. And or after it rather. I'm sorry. And Big John's one of my mentors. Big John Platt. I went to Big John to Virgin Records with him for like a year.
That's right when they had JD was over there.
Yeah.
Brian P.
Yeah. Yep. So I went there while Big John and I were there. We worked on like Janet Jackson and Gin, and I signed this kid Stimuli, and it was good. It was nice. You know, we was getting in our groove, and then Big John left, and then JD came in. So now, you know, I'm really happy because I'm like, damn, Big John was already my guy. JD's my bro. Like, this might be all right. Cause remember, I had never worked at another label. I never wanted to, never needed to. I only went because Jay literally wasn't doing anything. And so I go there, all's good. So JD comes in, he's like, yo, glad you're here. We gonna do some things here. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming off this Big John wave. We gonna keep going, turn it up and whatever. And I was excited. And like 2 or 3 days later, Jay takes the presidency at Def Jam, and then JD comes, knocks on my door in my office. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's good? Want to meet? And he's like, yeah, you gotta go. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what? I was gonna throw, you know, because he gave me this whole speech a week ago about us killing it. And he was like, I was like, what? And he was like, nah, I'm just like, I got the call. He was like, your man at Def Jam. He's like, you know, you gotta go.
So Jay didn't even call. Jay didn't call.
Somebody called.
He's like, yo, I need
It
that.
was like, I need my guy back. And then and next day, I was back at Def Jam.
G move.
That's like fuck a contract. I'm sure you was in a contract.
I wasn't even consulted. I was just
He's like, no, he's with us.
Made a trade, which just, you know what I'm saying?
It was like the racial draft. Like we trade Lenny Santiago for. Wow.
But yeah, that was wild. And then that's when we went back to Def Jam.
But that's great to be wanted and
But Jay didn't give you the heads up like, yo, Lenny, I'm coming over here.
I mean, you know, Jay just moves, you know what I'm saying? And he knows I would never, whatever's the move is the move. You know what I mean? He's the leader. Whatever he says, we go, you know what I'm saying?
You need to teach a class about loyalty because I'm telling you, this is not normal.
We all we got, man. I keep saying that. You know, I've heard it and I believe in it, and it's like we really all we got. So it's like I know he always got me. I know Tata got me. I know Jay Brown got me. I know Emery got me. I know, you know what I'm saying?
But you do the work though.
You
do the work.
We all do. You know
You're not a freeloader, dude. Like for real.
No.
Like, how do you tell other people like you sign of the times like the things are moving? Like we can get off CDs, guys. We're going to streaming. Like, you got to shift with the culture. Like Q and I know some people that just stuck in the late 90s.
I call it time capsule.
I'm like, bro, you didn't see this wave coming.
You gotta reinvent yourself.
That's what I'm saying. How many times you think you had to reinvent yourself?
A bunch.
And I still reinvent myself as today.
Like you have to keep up. If you want to do this, you don't have to, but then you also could drown if you want. I don't choose to drown. I don't choose to have a life that's on like just staying afloat. I want to be backstroking good, like with no problem. You know what I'm saying? So, and you make that decision. I think you make that decision with work, with the artists, with the clothing, with the brands, with everything that you're dealing with. If you choose to still be in this business and you're going against your peers and you're going against other labels and other producers and you got to keep up or drown. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, I learned that from the old heads in an ironic way because arguing with old heads around my block, like, I could be damn near the same age as them or maybe just a few years younger, but they're maybe stuck in 96 or they're stuck in 2001 and people get stuck in these time capsules with everything, with music, with clothing. You know, they'll have on baggy jeans with, you know, beef and broccolis and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, and tell me like, what? Nah, that new shit weird. I don't listen to all that new weird shit. Like, it's like,
all right, man, you left me stuck.
But again, it's your choice and that's fine. But it's like, I choose to still, as long as I'm in this, I'm going to be able to compete. I promise you. Currently.
Is that why you do, like, fly Halloween parties?
All that kind of stuff is to
I hate dressing up for Halloween.
I know, but that's why I did it. Our people don't like doing that stuff. My man here, Tavares, in L.A., he does a karaoke night. He be having all kind of people come, great, you know, all our people, black and Hispanic people up there singing. You know people don't like going up and singing. They feel embarrassed. I ain't doing that. That's corny. And he be having celebrities up there that makes the other people feel comfortable. My point is, that's what I did about the Halloween party. It's like, it's dope. It could be fun if you allow it. If you take away those strips and layers of ego and cool and this and that, it'd be fun. And now you actually look weird. Well, you can't get in without costume, but if you do get in, you actually look weird. I got Meek Mill and all these people real big celebrities, the A$AP Rocky, all these guys. Like, yo, I'm pulling up. Out. I got my joint out, and it's like an exciting thing. Like the one in LA just topped everything. I mean, you had Drake there, you had Doja there, you had Mustard, you had everybody.
Who has dressed up and you were like, I didn't even know that you were there because you were dressed up so over
a bunch of people. I didn't, and people I just passed and didn't see. I can't even. So many people. Yeah. That just either had on stuff. LeBron came to the one like 2 years ago, or the year before last, and I didn't even like. People was like, and then you could see by the height, and then you see Randy, and then you see Rich, and you see what like there was a picture taken, but that's the only reason you saw. But I didn't know he had a mask on, and you don't know.
How many people are going to dress up as A$AP Rocky and Rihanna a lot this year? It's going to be a lot. It's going to be And first of all, Rihanna is killing it. First of all, like.
What did we?
I just saw something on the ground. I'm like, yo, she's wearing heels and she's looking fly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Rihanna.
She's gonna turn around what pregnancy looks like. No, she's gonna turn around what pregnancy is supposed to look like. You know, the traditional way you're supposed to.
Oh no, she's gonna make it a thing.
She's gonna make it. She already is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's already doing it.
Black top she had on yesterday
bro, that's what I'm referring to.
Unbelievable. Come on, man.
Hey, well, hold on. Speaking of parties, you know, you guys have invented the velvet rope. It's like, even though you're cool and you're like, hey, but this Rock Nation brunch has gotten out of hand.
It's out of control.
I'm a guest.
Bro,
it's people.
It's too much. It's to the point where I'm like,
I'm getting calls, people complaining about, oh my God, they're gonna make us park in some shuttle.
Bro,
I'm like, yo, it's a rock Nation.
It's too much. I don't even want it.
You do want to be there.
No.
I do want to.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with wanting. You know what I'm saying?
But
like
it's too much though. Like I see too many people.
It is a lot.
Don't complain, bro. We're there next year. This year,
maybe it depends on what my kids have to do. I promise.
I get it, but FAQ. It's an FAQ thing now. It's not a solo dolo.
Different.
It's different.
You walking in the door different now.
I get it, but I'm just saying do you feel the energy?
What?
You got new friends. You have to have new friends around.
Yeah, but I know who's with me. I know who's not. I know, and
it's a lot.
Just again, this is loosely. I'm not saying this is the rule, but I'm saying like the brunch was created for networking. The brunch was created for a networking brunch that pretty much like. People that are in business with Rock Nation, kind of like a celebratory thing. Like, yo, it's the Grammys. You know, these are the people we've done business all year with. These are the people we're gonna do business with next year. Let's have them all come and enjoy a meal and a drink, and that's what the brunch did. So that's what I'm saying. It's not. And again, this is just my loose bit, but that it's not like, yo, brunch party, everybody, we lit, let's go. It's not that. It's really for like, yo, you know, Fuzz works at, you know, I'm just making this up, but Jordan, and you know, he laced 3 of our artists this year with 3 deals. We've done great business. We're talking about doing something and taking it. And it's like, yo, we need Fuzzy to come. That's what it was. That was the purpose of it. And still, it's like people that, you know, we are in business with. And people
a lot of things that happen out of those.
And to create further business and to have new people there and have people that can help, you know, with our clients. And help. That's what it's for. It's not just like, we lit. It's popping. It's not. I did a deal recently with somebody for something, and they try to put that in the contract, like invite to the Rock Nation.
Wow. Like
we couldn't do it, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's how much it's like. It's a thing.
Oh yeah,
it's like
a big thing.
Oh shit!
No, I see friends of managers of friends, and they got the picture with Jay, but they trying to act like they supposed to be there, so they like. I'm like, do y'all clown in there? Like, look at homie.
You know,
okay,
just everybody wants to live, you know, live life, man.
But it's great. It's a great. I'm
just happy to be there. I'm happy I get invited.
I get it, but it's just a great marketing tool. Like you guys always seem like the cool kids.
Yes.
With the cool leather jackets like this.
Yes.
Coming in.
I'm gonna tell you when I felt like an idiot.
T-birds with T-birds.
Tell you when I felt like an idiot one time. Last game, Kobe Bryant game. Me and Big Boy on the floor. I see Jay-Z walking. I'm cool with Jay. I've been cool with him since payday, right? My app, for some odd reason, I pull up my camera and start recording. I'm like, yo, Jay. He goes, Fuzzy. Come on, man. See, it's just me. He said, it's me. And I'm like, that's when I felt like an idiot, bro. But I was trying to capture them all because I was happy that Jay's there. He's in LA. I'm on my LA shit. He in LA to see Kobe Bryant play his last game. He's like, relax. It's me, Fuzz. Come on. I'm like, damn it, you right.
It really feels that way.
I remember one time, this is the one picture I'm like, I kicked myself for. I remember calling my parents afterwards, right? So Live 8, 2005, Philly. It's Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. They come up.
Big deal.
I know Jeff.
Huge.
Will move. I'm like, hey, what's up? So we just happen to be, hey, how you doing? Cool. Jay comes up. So I'm in the middle. I got a camera on me. It's Jay right here. Will's right here on the Rocky steps.
Jesus.
Yo, bro.
I was like,
what?
I'm like, Q, please. I was too cool. And I'm like, yo, I call home. I'm like, yo, mom, it was Jay. My dad's like, you ain't take a picture. I'm like, no, I didn't take a picture.
Oh,
that's my one picture. I wish I would have
been.
That was the one.
Yeah.
That's frameable.
I was like, dude, I should have been, but it felt so cool.
And sometimes you do have to live with that.
Yeah.
It happens, I'm sure, to all of us all the time.
I downplay a lot of
there
stuff.
There are times
that's why I got the I got it as a gift. My girl got it for me, but I'm like,
wow,
I want the like. It's just so
her with a lot of love. It's a great gift.
Yeah, it's a great gift. Shout out to Ricky. But I'm saying, like, that was I wanted to take. I didn't want to bring out my phone. I want to really take some monochrome shots and just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I need to take more of those. That's why I brought it to the studio last night, because I'm like, let me get this moment. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
What was about?
You saw that.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah. And no one ever tells me to put it up.
Of course. No, you are?
Yeah, so no one ever, I'm like, I need to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
That's why I started flicking last night.
Lenny, what other things are you into? Because we see the Go Couch, we see the Rock Nation and all that, and you're your own person. So
and you're always smiling, bro. You're a happy dude. I love seeing that you're happy, bro. And that's just me personally saying that. Like, I've never seen you off your game or pissed off or like gang banging on somebody. Like, you always are smiling. You're always happy.
I am.
Like,
man.
what are you like? You're into cooking, culinary.
I'm into the culinary arts. Obviously photography. That's the only two things I could probably do if I didn't do music. I tried. I almost went to culinary school one time, and then Jay ended up going on tour, and I couldn't do it. Wow. But it's been a hobby. I actually had an offer from a network for a food show. But again, I want to kind of like phase this out and kind of let this music shit go out a little bit more, do the books, and then get into that. You know what I mean? I don't want to really try to be doing too much at one time. But yeah, those are my two hobbies. That outside of that, love art. You know what I'm saying? Because art feels like, I love pop art. Visual artists. It's the same discovery thing as music. You know what I mean? You find the music early on the playlist or whatever at a show, whatever, and you kind of grow with that artist, and you're like, man, I was with them when they. You know what I'm saying? So I like that part of art where it's like you can find an artist and their shit could be $250 for a print or $500 for a painting.
Yeah. And
that you're like, and it makes you think. But it's like if you believe in it that much to feel like, you know what? I love this that much. This speaks to me. I'm going to get it now. I'm going to make the investment.
Yeah.
And then, bro, 2-3 years later, that thing is 20. They're getting 25,000.
You know who I was like that with? I was like that with Kadir Nelson. But now he's out of there.
Yo,
like you see that big piece in my house?
Drake.
Kadir Nelson.
Drake covers.
Yeah, the Drake cover, yeah. Michael Jackson. He did Michael Jackson, Dangerous.
He's on the New York Magazine?
He does New York Magazine all the time.
Yeah.
I got 2 pieces of his in my house.
I love Kadir Nelson.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that discovery process to me so that's why I love art. Outside of that, I'm an adventurous person, so whatever. I skydive. I do anything.
Favorite place to travel? Because I always see you around.
Europe for sure. In the States, probably the NOLA. My man Law loved it. I said that. Just got the best food and just got rich history and just like it's one of the places I love. But I mean, outside France, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
North and South, you know what I'm saying? Greece. And it's on my bucket list. I haven't gone yet, but I want to go. I want to go to Egypt, to the pyramids.
Yeah,
I was supposed to go twice, and I just couldn't. But
you've been to Africa though.
Of course, we did a whole tour. Africa's one of my favorite too, especially South. I've done 3 safaris. Amazing place. Amazing.
Yeah, like when you go that close, you be like,
I could do a book just on that.
Yeah,
100%.
Because we spent like weeks there. He was building water wells for villages that didn't have clean water. And MTV documented it all.
I remember.
So they did the video. I did the photos. So I got all the photos of Jay in all these villages, literally building these water wells and with kids and just all kind of dope stuff.
What are you doing to personally develop yourself? Because you're around these different things. You can't stay stagnant.
Keeping myself around people that are smarter than me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keeping myself around, people that are genius. And, I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I'm not right now, I think. You know what I mean?
Clearly,
I think you guys
clearly.
both have both have history and both have, experiences that I haven't. You know what I mean? Like we all do, but that's how I see things. I don't look at it like, well, I look at everything like, damn, Easy done killed the radio, Philly, that, fuzz, and LA, and all. You know what I mean? I look at it like that. That's how I look at everybody. Like they've done that much more than me. Not again in a jealous way, an envious way, in a way of like it inspires me. Like they did stuff I didn't get to do. Damn, how could I do that? Or I just admire it. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? With whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Man. He has so many. Like I'm saying, he has personal layers, and there's some personal things I want to know. Like. And this is not me trying to cap. I'm like, you must have some things really try to get at you because you're a nice guy. You're dating.
You mean things like TINGS?
Things. They're like birds, like girls. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I refer to them as queens. No.
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying? Do you have to be like Kirby? Like, hey, girl, I know you trying to. Like, nah.
I think that I have a good character, like screen
scope.
Like yeah. You could kind of tell. You kind of tell who's there for the table and for the bottles, or you could kind of tell who's trying to go to the event. You could tell, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I know everybody. There's people that maybe later on.
Because you create some live vibes, like, and you guys have like the crew, like It's the homies. They're there, and it's like, oh, okay, I see it. I get it.
I love it. Yeah, but I stay clear. I mean, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't.
But how can you stay single when
I can't find like. I had a situation before. It didn't work out. It's fine. But we live and learn. But I want to. But that hurts me at the same time because I do know a lot of women. And
you understand, if you find the right one, it works to your.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's hard.
I can't wait to go to everything with the New Year's and the
right
Halloween
one
party
with the right one,
vacations and I can't wait. But I can't. Like you said, a lot of them is just looking for.
If you want to date Lenny S, email us fuzzyandq@gmail.com. We just want to help
please.
Him out.
Could I
Tell
please?
us what you like. Do you like art?
I'm a decent guy.
Do you like to cook? Do you like New Orleans?
Yeah, he did drop some breadcrumbs. He dropped some breadcrumbs for you girls.
No, but that's just
stop, Fuzz.
That's just the internet stuff.
Can't talk to the queens like that.
Yeah, you said first, but yeah, he said but no,
he's crazy.
Yeah, out of control. Super disrespectful. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying he dropped some crumbs for you guys, the ladies, the queens.
But that's just
look, man.
You got like art. You got to understand how to use a steak knife and not ask for steak sauce. You feel me?
I will say this though, because I don't want to make it. No, because I'm very self-aware. And I don't try to, I take accountability. I don't want to act like, oh, it's not me, it's them. I'm not no weird narcissist.
Nobody's perfect.
No, I'm saying, but like, I do put, I will put my career first most of the time. Not saying, oh, I'm not doing that, or I'm not giving. I will give a woman, my partner, anything they want, need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if, there has to be a compromise. And a lot of times, if I don't feel like we have our best interests at heart, or if you don't have my best interests at heart, and I'm doing this for us, if I'm working, if I have a wife, or I have a girlfriend, I'm working for you and my kids. You know what I mean? Like that's always going to be it. Yeah. So, I won't tolerate certain things, and I won't put, getting to probably know somebody that may not work out. I won't put that before my job or my, what I'm delivering, because I have people that I have to deliver for, and I keep my word. And not that I don't want to keep my word for a woman. It's not that. I'm saying I got to see that you're understanding and you're in it with me, and trust me,
I'm a team player.
I'm gonna do everything to make it work for us.
Yeah.
But if I see it's like I don't play around. Like it's hard to even date, because like if I get canceled on, or if I get moved around or shifted, my time is like this.
Yeah, you moving around
like everything I have. I mean, this. By the way, I was late today. Pardon me. From me with another artist that went so good, we talked for 3 hours, and I begged these guys for their forgiveness and was like, I'm rushing, I'm gonna come. But like, I value everybody's time, so I ain't gonna play with your time, and I want you to play with mine. And if I got a date at 5, and then she's like, oh, it's 4:50, and she's like, you think we could do another day? And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm understanding if it's legit, but it's like, who hit somebody 10 minutes? So I just don't tolerate a lot of like things like that. Yeah. So sometimes I don't give myself a shot, because I'm like, oh, nah, you did this twice? Nah. You have no idea what I moved around to. And again, it's not coming from who I am, ego. It's like I'm making this work because I want to get to know you, or I want to date you, or I want to be with you.
Respect. You got to respect.
So if that's played around with, I could already see that's a flag to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough. It's tough.
You know?
Yeah, I think we could do a reality show. We could produce.
He's
like,
he's a producer. He's
man want me to be Flavor Flav,
but Love from Bronx.
Bro, he has to produce the reality show. You can't have
Love to
my friend
Lenny as Cabaret in the Bronx. No,
Love to Lenny or something. You know what I mean?
Y'all know Shayla Cowan? Shayla.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course y'all do. Of course. Yes. Shayla asked me. She's like, "Why don't we do a show of love making show? Love matching show to get you a girl." I was like, "What, Shayla?" She's like, "No, we really should."
Probably dead ass too.
No, she was dead ass.
Yeah, no, we can't. No,
I'm the unlucky guy, man, who looks like he has women, but really has.
He's lonely.
Yeah,
nothing.
He's lonely.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Don't say L for loser.
No,
yes, all my friends be lit. I'd be like, "Guys, you guys need drinks? Are you guys good? You guys?"
But you know what? I love the crew. You guys are all solid, man. Like, you know, I had a good time when I went to Rock Nation, the old building when it was off of 3rd or whatever, whatever. And Emery broke down his desk. He has an airplane desk.
No, he has a paper plane's desk.
Paper plane. And it's amazing. And I'm like, this is dope.
It's phenomenal.
And the story, he's like, yo, see, this is the Marcy Projects, right? And I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah.
And Emery's a different human being.
Emery's a legend.
We'll have him there.
He does. I talked to him. He doesn't have.
They don't do this.
He don't do it. I mean, out of respect, he's like, Fuzzy, I love you guys, but no, I'm not.
Yeah.
He's not ready to talk to us. Ready to something else.
Got it. Well, listen.
But no, he loves us though. He fucks with us.
Thank you, Emery. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you for stopping by the FAQ podcast, bro.
This was.
I couldn't wait because you guys, all the interviews are good and fun and informative, and you know what I'm saying. You don't really get that. Most people are doing this stuff like looking for little shit and looking for things to poke. No, I know
about
you
guys.
Yeah. I think us coming from radio was like you would have a dope conversation with somebody, and then you would have a boss come in after the person left and be like, "So what you get from them?" It's like, damn, dog. We just bonded.
It's our brother.
We talked about we talked about the music. We talked about relationships.
And and Q and I are relationship guys, so we protect our guests, and it's a brand. Like FAQ is a brand. Fuzzy and Quincy is a thing.
Who came up with the acronym?
His wife, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to Ivy. Yeah, my wife came up
with
it.
Ivy.
Yeah, she's a great woman.
Yeah, and we just.
I hope she has a piece of.
Well, I have no prenup, so we're just all. She gets everything. Like I'm 3 sons, a wife. Yeah, no prenup.
When she came over there, I'm like, I said, yo, that's it.
Yeah. I'm usually quick on those things, and it took me like a few episodes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Next questions, and I was like, wait a minute, it's Buzz and Quincy.
Yeah.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing.
No, see, he did that. We got that in the clear. That's the promo. Hey, check us out. FAQ Podcast. Thank y'all for checking it out. Thank you, Lenny S, for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Please, if you'd like to advertise, buzzyandq@gmail.com. Subscribe. FAQ Podcast. It's not fact. If you say fact,
you're not rocking. You ain't
not rocking with us.
It's a pet peeve of his.
Oh my goodness.
I get it because like frequently asked questions, people say it's abbreviated fact.
But that means you never listened. That means you never heard. FAQ.
Yeah.
All right.
And then where can the single ladies submit?
Oh, fuzzyandq@gmail.com. If you would like to date Lenny S, please.
Or not slide. Respectfully, go to his DM.
We can manage it for him.
Lenny.
For the love of Lenny, in the subject. For the love of Lenny, fuzzyandq@gmail.com. We'll check out the submissions. Please send pictures as well. Thank you. We'll see y'all next time.
Appreciate y'all.